Let's take a look at the May 2023 real estate stats released by Austin Board of Realtors. And also let's take a look to see what that means to you. Bonus tips at the end for buyers and sellers relating to offers, so stick till the end. Hi, my name is Gabi Vitui, realtor with eXp Realty serving Austin and the surrounding area. We will be looking at the Austin-Round Rock MSA numbers, and remember, we're going to be looking first at the year-over-year comparison, meaning the up and down percentages comparison between May 2023 and May 2022. The median sales price in May of 2023 was $467,500. That was 50% lower from the previous year. 3.4 months of inventory compared to 1 month of inventory previous year as well. Active listings are up 118%, so buyers have way more to choose from. Even though the median sales price is lower and obviously the sales volume is also lower, pending listings stay pretty strong and very similar with May of 2022. Homes stayed on the market an average of 65 days. However, the closed listings were down only 4% with 3,411 closings. To sum this section, buyers have more inventory to choose from, have a little bit more time to think about making the offer, negotiate more, but plenty of closings are still happening. So the market is not as sleepy as some people think. Austin is not crashing as most media channels and articles are blasting. But I have a side note on this. If sellers become too scared of listing their property because all the media crashing news about the market that might not be that accurate after all, we could lose inventory. That could result in price increases if we keep up with the buyer demand. That's great for sellers if we're going up in prices. That's not a good combination for buyers if they're going to be low inventory, competitive, bidding war, and still higher interest rates. Another side note, if interest rates happen to go lower, that could create more competition between buyers. So you just have to pick your poison. Now that we looked at year-over-year numbers, comparing May 2023 to May 2022, I think it's going to be very helpful also to look at the comparison between May 2023 and April 2023. The median sales price is higher by $795 in May. Not a significant number, but it's going upwards, and that's a good sign, at least for sellers. Homes stay on the market an average of 6 days less than in April, even though we had 675 extra listings in May. The pending listings and the months of inventory are very similar. The big difference is the extra 800 closings that happened in May of 2023 compared to April. Knowing the general seasonality of real estate, it's not too surprising to see that activity is picking up, there's a little bit more buyer demand, and also prices are not crashing. The market is becoming more balanced. Yeah, I know you still might be on the fence about buying or selling this year, and you might have very good reasons. Here is a comparison between May of 2018, 2019, and 2023 stats from Austin Board of Realtors. Maybe that will help you give you a better glance at things. So if you bought a few years ago, chances are that you have a pretty hefty equity by now. If you're still renting, then you might want to calculate how much money you gave to your landlord. You might be better off of becoming a homeowner if you can. Imagine your home value even if you buy today in 5 to 10 years. Real estate, most of the time, it's not an overnight profit-making machine, and it's not necessarily a short-term plan unless you're flipping houses. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, here are my tips that will benefit buyers and sellers. Let's start with buyers. Yes, you do have more inventory to choose from. You also have more time to think about if you want to make that offer on that particular home or not. But take in consideration if the pricing of the home you're looking at is in line with the market, the attractiveness of the neighborhood, how many active listings are in that neighborhood, how many days that house has been on the market. Your realtor can show you the activity of the neighborhood, also show you the comparables for that particular house that you want to make an offer on. You could still end up in multiple offer situations. Unfortunately, it's no fun to be on the buyer side if that happens. If the house you're looking at is competitively marketed and the list price is very, very appealing, or they had a recent price drop that aligns now with the market conditions, then you might end up in multiple offer situations. If that happens, then have a detailed conversation with your realtor and go over your options. Create a very clean and appealing offer that is very, very important, and sometimes it's still overlooked, and go from there. If you don't have a realtor that you're working with currently, then I'd love to work with you. Please reach out. Now the tips for the sellers. You've been hearing this from me, but pricing is very, very important from the get-go. If you're pricing it too high, on the long run, you're gonna lose money. There's gonna be less money in your pocket than if you would have priced it a little bit lower or market value. It could stay on the market for way longer. Remember, first impressions are always, always important. And more so now that you have so many competitors. There's so many listings on the market, so you have to put your best foot forward. Make an impression, but make a good impression. Stand out from the crowd. If you bought a while back, you still have plenty of equity. Buyers and their agents are keeping a very close eye on the market, and they're gonna be looking at the same comparables as you and your agent. If you don't have an agent, please reach out. I would love to earn your trust and your business, and let's work together. We will work together on a plan to list your property in the best light possible from the get-go. Seasonally, the market starts to cool close to the end of the summer. So if you do want to list your home this year, you should start prepared sooner rather than later. As always, I hope you found some valuable information in this video. And if you did, please hit that follow button or like button or subscribe button. One of those buttons. If you have any questions at all, please leave me a comment or contact me and we can set up a complimentary consultation. See you soon.